Strict anti-epidemic measures in Vietnam, especially in southern provinces, including Saigon, Bình Dương, Đồng Nai, are causing the supply chain to fall into a state of stagnation, forcing many businesses to relocate orders or even part of production capacity to other countries. Strict and prolonged COVID-19 prevention measures in Vietnam have caused a sharp drop in production capacity, greatly affecting the revenue of global brands. In the context of the year-end shopping season approaching, companies that depend on footwear and apparel production in Vietnam are considered to be the hardest hit. Nike is having serious production problems. According to estimates, Nike produced about 350 million pairs of sports shoes in Vietnam last year. It is forecasted that in 2021, up to 160 million pairs of Nike shoes will not be produced in Vietnam because of social distancing. Similarly, Nike's major rival, the sportswear maker Adidas, also said production delays in Vietnam have cost the company 600 million US dollar in revenue this year. At the end of August, the CEO of fashion retailer Urban Outfitters shared that the company's biggest concern was receiving goods, especially dresses, pants, and skirts ordered in Vietnam. We order a lot of products in Vietnam and now we are trying very hard to get them, he said. In addition to the names mentioned above, retail brands with a large dependence on manufacturing in Vietnam such as UGG and Hoka, Michael Kors, Coach, will also suffer many negative effects. Difficulties also occur in businesses in the field of furniture production. Executives at Hooker Furniture estimate that its home Meridian International brand will record a 30% drop in sales this quarter due to factory shutdowns in Vietnam. Even with Ashley Furniture and Theodore Alexander, businesses that have on-site accommodation for workers, operating at full capacity is impossible. After having to stop working for a week because of the epidemic, Theodore Alexander currently has only about 40% of workers working at the factory. Theodore Alexander, president of North America, said, "Despite our best efforts, the company's production capacity is currently only about 30% of normal capacity. Apart from the limited workforce, transporting raw material is difficult." The stagnation in the supply chain in Vietnam has caused many businesses to urgently look for a way out in other countries. The European Chamber of Commerce in Vietnam estimates that 18% of its members have moved some production activities to other countries to protect their supply chains, while another 16% are also considering similar moves, although no businesses have left Vietnam. On August 31st, Chico's Fast, a retailer of women's clothing and accessories based in the US, said they had plans to move out of Vietnam. "We are facing macro supply chain difficulties in the second half of the financial year that we expect will affect revenue and gross margin, including higher freight costs, longer input transit times, and product delivery delays because of the pandemic." The CEO said that Chico's has now moved 9% of its total production from Vietnam to other countries. The biggest beneficiary beneficiary of this trend is China. In the past few years, in order to avoid the US-China trade war and take advantage of cheap labor, multinational companies have moved part of their production activities out of China to neighboring Southeast Asian countries, including Vietnam. Now, however, this process is rapidly being reversed. On September 9, the CEO of protective clothing maker Lakeland Industries said the company has hired new executives to help shift production capacity from Vietnam to China in a matter of weeks. I spoke to a CEO. This person shared with me that he had to abandon the supply chain that had grown over the course of 6 years in just 6 days, said the CEO of footwear and accessories group Designer Brands. Think about the efforts companies have put in to move production out of China, so that now one of the places where you can make goods is still China. This is really crazy, like a roller coaster ride. The epidemic also disrupted the production shift plans of major technology firms such as Apple, Google, Amazon, and their main suppliers. Google's Pixel 6 series of smartphones and Apple's latest range of AirPods will be manufactured in China instead of Vietnam as expected. The production of smart doorbells, security cameras, and smart speakers for Amazon in the northern provinces of Vietnam has also faced delays since May due to the epidemic and strict lockdown measures. However, for many businesses, returning to China, although expensive, is still the least worst option to increase production before the year-end shopping season. Mr. Sean Nelson, CEO of furniture maker Lovesac, said his company has moved production orders from Vietnam to China. We know that inventories coming from China are affected by the tariffs, he said, but it allows us to have the goods, which is extremely important to us and our customers. The company decided to eliminate promotional discounts to offset the cost of tariffs. During the pandemic, China has emerged as a destination of stability.